Alrighty. Ready to start. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the second live stream this week. I know, well, actually, no, because I streamed on Saturday. So I guess this is... I haven't done consecutive live streams this close together in a while, so... Anyway, welcome, everyone here. Let me just get some G Fuel going. Stuff's good. Anyway, so today, let me turn down the music a bit louder than I thought it was. What's up everyone in the chat? Good to see you guys. We are going to be doing Patron commissions today. Those who don't know, every month I do, if you are a $25 patron, talk or you're playing a game or drawing, you know what, you can look at the title and see that it says streaming commissions, which means I'm going to be drawing stuff. Also, you can see that this is my drawing channel, not my gaming channel. Yeah, so anyway, yeah, we're going to be doing commissions. Specifically Patron commissions, like I said, if you are a $25 or up patron, you get a free drawing, well not free, but you get a drawing every month, and I have been slacking on that. So we're going to be doing, I have 2 left for December, and then I got to get started on the ones for January. Those are probably going to be late too. Then I got to do the ones for February. I'm lazy. Anyway, so yeah, we're going to get started on that right now. And by right now, I mean in a couple seconds. Okay, here we go. Alright. Oh, wait. No, I'm not streaming my screen. Oops. And I don't have my VTuber out. Wait, what the hell? Oh, I accidentally almost cast my iPad to the TV. Oops. There we go, that's the right one. Come on. There we go. Alright. Let's begin. There we go. We're all good to go. So let's see here. How's the music? Is the music too loud for you guys? Got that sweet Tekken music going on. Why is my mouth not moving? Oh, now it's moving. Okay, there we go. Let's begin. So it's this OC and this... Okay, they're nice enough to give me a pose to work with. Awesome. Love that. Pro tip, if you're going to commission an artist, give them a pose to work with. It's very helpful. You do not safe for work art? Yes, I do. I can't really do that on YouTube, though. Susan will get mad at me. What music? What do you mean, what music? Music playing right now. Hello Taco, short you posted a while back with Beat and Savage was awesome. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was an older one. Back when I first started drawing my comic, I was doing a bunch of these like little, I guess fan edits, but not really, because like, I was the one making them. I don't hear any. Well, it sounds like a personal problem because there is music playing. I'll turn it up a bit, but... Anyway, yeah, that was, I made a couple of those for TikTok when I first started writing my comic. That was one of my favorite ones, and I decided to re-upload a couple of them on my main channel. It's a very interesting pose. I can't really get it right, wow. Put a thing here, and then just facing this way. There you go, so she's kind of facing to the side and to the front. Self-fan edits. Yeah, exactly. I'm my own biggest fan. Oh, someone's messaging me on Discord. Oh, it's my lovely girlfriend. I will respond to that. I don't normally respond on to text when I'm streaming, but that is the exception. Discovered you a few weeks ago from your sad cat dance meme animations. Oh, no way! That's awesome. I always love hearing what people discover me from, because it's always like the weirdest thing. So sweet. Oh, what's up, Crumble? Speaking of my lovely girlfriend, there she is. Oh. Thank you for subscribing, Clover. I don't think that sound played, but on desktop audio in there. It's turning on the desktop audio sucks though, because like it's playing the music like it sounds like there's double music and also double my voice too, so I like to keep that off normally, but then you can't hear the stream thing. Is there a way to like, there must be a way for me to yeah, alert box. I can't. I should be up all the way. I don't know why that's not available here. Anyway. I'm talking too much. Oh, no worries, no worries. For some reason, everything posted here with Beat is awesome. I don't like that type of character. Oh, well, I'm glad you like her. I'm hoping you have actually read the comic as well. Literally have it open in another window. I'm like 3 pages in. Oh, no way! I'm glad you're watching it or reading it. Oh, what's up, Necroshix? Good to see you. I'll be working on your commission in a second, pretty soon. Discovered your work thanks to stuff through pure accident years ago. Really? That's crazy. One of my closest supporters, peers, whatever you want to call them. She discovered me through, I used to make these like Soul Calibur videos on my other channel. And we know the game Soul Calibur. It's a fighting game, but like it has a character creation mode. What am I trying to say? Yeah, so I used to make videos like that when I was younger, and that's where she discovered me from, and then I started doing more art stuff and less gaming stuff. Other channel? Yeah, I had a channel when I was younger. I made it. I think I made it in like middle school, and I was using it up until like college. But then I decided like, there's old embarrassing stuff on this channel that I don't want associated with my current brand, so I'm gonna make a new one. I think it's my old channel's like linked somewhere. I don't want to say it, but it's the same, what do you call it? It's the same name as my Twitter handle. Because back then that was what I used to go by. Now I go by Taco Draws, but yeah. But I actually do have a couple other channels. I have a gaming channel and a shorts channel. The gaming channel I barely do anything with. And the shorts channel I probably do too much stuff with. And I think both are linked, not in the description of this stream, but they're in the description of most of my videos on this channel. What am I drawing right now? I'm drawing, they didn't give me the character's name, but it's the OC of one of my patrons. Is my Patron linked here? Yeah, there it is. Up there, patreon.com/tacodrawsofficial. If you are a $25 patron, you get a free draw, well, not a free drawing, like I said, but you get a flat color one character drawing every month. This is supposed to be done for December, but because I'm busy and also lazy, not getting it done until now. Question for you as many artists I follow: how would you describe your art style, and what are the biggest influences on your style? That is a good question. I like to think that I draw kind of in a Western anime style. I'm very inspired by like the cartoons of the early 2000s that really try to look like anime, like the Teen Titans cartoon especially. Yeah, the Teen Titans cartoon. What was another one? Avatar: The Last Airbender is another one. Also just comic books at the time. Like, one of my biggest influences in terms of comics is Ultimate Spider-Man, which was the run of Spider-Man Marvel made from the, I think the early 2000s until the 2010s was when it was cancelled. Yeah. But yeah, that was kind of my introduction to Spider-Man, and like some of my favorite Spider-Man comics are from there. The artist Mark Bagley is one of my heroes. I'm also very much influenced by Glenn Murakami, the guy who did, like I said, Teen Titans, but he also did Ben 10, and I think was one of the artists on Transformers Animated. Not the main artist, but I think he worked on it. But yeah, the very Western comics and anime inspired stuff. Big fan of that. So I like to think my art kind of has the same vibe. Also, Kingdom Hearts is the music. I don't know if you can if you play Kingdom Hearts, you'll probably recognize it. So I like it so much. Most artists drawn to Western anime hybrid style. It's also it's cool. I feel like a lot of artists, especially artists like around my age, do that style because we all grew up with like the same cartoons and whatnot. We all grew up with those drawing books of like how to draw manga, and it's like garbage. Those how to draw books that I grew up with, they're such shit. What else influenced me? What else? I'm also, I mean, I don't know if this is something I should admit, but I'm very influenced by the Sonic the Hedgehog games. This face is not looking the way I want it to. Which is weird, considering I'm not great at drawing Sonic characters. I like their hair. I'm actually gonna have them frowning. No, that's not looking right either. I don't know what's going on here. Jesus. Okay. Good enough. It's a little too small though, so we'll fix that. There we go, that's looking good. Those last two lines were a mustache. Alright. I just got back from, well, I was going to get my old PSP fix. This is a journey. This will be a story I can tell. So when I was moving into my current place, I found the old PSP that I had when I was a kid. I friggin' loved the PSP. It was like one of the coolest, like I'm a Nintendo kid, but, like my only thing that wasn't Nintendo for a really long time was my PSP. Eventually got a PS3 and then a PS4 and then a PC, but they have eyelashes? Yeah, they do. Okay. But yeah, I had a PSP for a really long time and I loved it. I had Little Big Planet. I had what else? Final Fantasy Dissidia, just some classic games. And I lost it. Well, I didn't lose it. I forget what happened to it, but it broke at some point, which really sucked, but then I lost it. And eventually I found it when I was moving. So I thought, awesome. I can, get it fixed somehow and, like, play some nostalgic games. That'll be great. So it turns out getting it fixed was a bit of an ordeal. I tried to get a new battery for it. The battery was like it was a brand new battery, but it was like a third-party one, so it sucked. Like it didn't work right out of the box. But then I got another one. I thought, okay, maybe it's like, what do you call it? Maybe it's like an internal problem. But anyway, so I thought, okay, well, I'll just keep it charged for now. I tried to play games on it, but I had forgotten it was broken and couldn't read games. So that was really frustrating. The only thing I could do with it was I had a memory card. Well, it was like a memory card adapter for an SD card. So I put some movies on it. And that's all I could do with it. I was also going to do music. But for a while I was like, okay, I should probably get this, because I have these games and stuff, like, I want to get this thing fixed. And also I don't want to, like, use it plugged in, so I should get a new battery for it. And for the longest time I just could not do it. There's a place in town that repairs video game stuff, but the guy who could fix PSPs was always on vacation. So I was like, okay, I'll wait, and then I would wait for a bit, forget about it, remember that, oh yeah, I want to get that fixed, and then call again and be like, oh no, he's on vacation again, so fuck. But anyway, finally I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go and do it. So I went over today with the PSP, and he looked at it and he said, like, I could fix this, but I don't have the parts for it, so you'd have to, like, you know, order them for me. And then on top of that, like, the cost to fix everything wrong with it, it was an internal problem, but it wasn't like anything that could just be like, oh, we can just replace this. Like, they'd have to, like, dig into it. And either way, they'd have to take the whole thing apart to fix the disc reader. So basically he said, like, alright, it's gonna cost about the same to just get a new PSP, so I'll just sell you an older generation PSP. So I said, that's fine. So I didn't get my PSP fixed, but I did get a new one. So that's my story. Anyway, PSP, I remember having one, but I used to play that. Penguin? Pen something his name was? I don't remember any Penguin game. Why is my VTuber's mouth not moving when I want it to? Oh, there's like a delay thing. Oh, is that? Huh. Oh, no, the sensitivity. Is that better? That's a little better. There we go. Oh, but like it... How's that? Oh, that looks pretty good, actually, yeah. I'd like to get a proper VTuber model at some point. Like, this PNG tuber thing is cool, but I want to, like, move my head around and stuff. I don't remember any Penguin games on PSP, but I didn't really play it very much. I only had, like I said, I had... What did I have? I had Little Big Planet, I had Final Fantasy Dissidia, I had Daxter, I think, but I never played it. I think I got a bundle that came with Daxter, and I played the first level a bunch because it didn't come with a memory card. These fucking old PSP games, like, if you don't have a memory card, you're just fucked. And of course, none of the consoles actually come with memory cards. I'm so glad we've decided that was a shitty thing to do. Like, even the Xbox, like, or not the Xbox, but the 360, it, like, was kinda doing memory cards, but not really. Like, you could get a memory card for it, but also there was just, like, internal storage, so why would you bother? But, like, I'm glad that we've moved past the need for memory cards in consoles. Well, I mean, actually no, because there's SD card slots now, but that's different. Proprietary memory cards, I guess I could say. We've moved past the need for proprietary memory cards. The fucking PS Vita was the worst for that. That was, like, genuinely insulting how they did that. Because first of all, they're about the size of SD cards, like micro SD cards, but they were like the stupid proprietary Sony bullshit, and like they were so fucking expensive too. Like a 4GB one was like $10. 8 gig was like 25, and then like anything above 16 was, I think, $100. Like, that's part... I'm sure that's part of the reason... There's a lot of reasons the PS Vita didn't do that well, but that's one of the reasons. I love the PS Vita, though. It was genuinely, like, really cool. One thing I'd really like to get for my PSP is I want to collect some of those, because they would produce movies, or not produce movies, but like produce I guess DVDs with movies or TV shows on them, but like in the PSP format. And like I don't know, I remember as a kid I thought, like, that's such a cool idea. And I was collecting, for a bit I was collecting the Game Boy Advance video things. Like, I only have one, really. It's Shrek 2. But I'd really love to get some PSP ones. I have one. Actually, no, I have two. I have Pirates of the Caribbean 1, Curse of the Black Pearl, and I have another one here, X-Men 3. But I'd really love to get more. I want to get the Aqua Teen Hunger Force one. I think it was like Season 5 or something. And I was gonna get Pulp Fiction today, but because I just spent so much getting a new PSP, I figured that maybe now's not the best time for that, but later. Alright, oh, forgot the legs. Is the chat going at all? Is anyone still here? Anyone still listening? Am I just talking into the void here? I remember one time I was streaming and my roommate was in the room, and he was like watching, like he was watching the stream while I was in the room, like on his computer, and he was saying it's really disorienting because he heard me talk and then heard me talk again like 5 seconds later. It's like this weird delayed echo. Oh, my back. Am I even still streaming right now? How's the stream going? Somebody comment, I'm getting worried now. Hold on a second. I feel like something's fishy. Something fishy's going on here. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Anyway, how was your guys' weekend? I did stream on Saturday, but how was you guys? I don't think a lot of you people were here on during that stream. So how was the weekend for y'all? Anyone do anything fun? Yeah, looks good. Do you have any tips on drawing characters? I've gotten pretty decent at heads. The rest of the body always comes out a bit off. Wrong angles, but I'm not the best at teaching art, but I guess my tip would be like keep practicing. Oh, also do studies. Like try to like I guess copy other people's art. Not necessarily like trace or anything. Like don't trace. But you know, try to like learn how others draw and like study their styles, or even definitely draw from life. Drawing from life helps a lot. Reminder, I mean I went to school for art for like 3 years, so I'm like I guess, I mean I wouldn't say, you know, you have to go to school, because I didn't have the greatest experience there. I don't think you really need to go to school to learn how to do art, but like, you know, taking some classes definitely helps. It's just a matter of finding the right one. Yeah, keep like looking at tutorials, draw in different styles, try to figure out how other artists draw some crazy poses. Something I've been doing recently is if I see a pose that I really, really like, if it's like in somebody's art or like in a game or something, I will just really quickly kind of sketch it out. Like, I can either, use that for later, or I can like just like as a study as well. Like it's nice to have kind of I guess just like keep practicing, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I know doing studies and tutorials will work. I feel like I'm doing something wrong with my practice. How do I study properly? I mean, you just keep doing it. Like, that's really all there is to it. Just trust the process, right? What color are their eyes? Oh, they're blue. I shouldn't lean so close to the mic. I was like looking at my other monitor, but I forgot my mic is like right here. So that probably doesn't sound too great to you guys, does it? There you go. And they have like a plaid dress here. Wait for Obsidian to say it's blazing time and oh man. You aren't ready. Y'all ain't ready for that. I don't know, there's no such thing as a wrong way to do art. Oh! Thank you, Rarfunkel, for subscribing. Y'all's fucking names, Jesus. Yeah, there's no wrong way to do art. Well, there is, but there's no wrong way to learn, I guess. That's why I kind of have a hard time telling others how to do art, because I don't want them to just like, do it the way I do it. Like, figure it out. Not to be like mean or whatever, but like you got to figure some things out for yourself, There's nothing wrong with being inspired by other artists, but like there's some things in art you gotta like kind of learn yourself, I guess. Drawing from life really helps though. Like, that's my biggest advice. I used to think like, you don't have to draw from life. It helps so much, you have no idea. Like, once you understand basic anatomy, you can like do anything. Be unfriggin' unstoppable. Like, I don't have the best anatomy in my drawings, but you can like fake it, Same with perspective and stuff like that. Like, a lot of that stuff, once you know how to do it properly, you can figure out how to kind of fake it, I guess. But anyway, that is done, so I will get started on the next one in just a second. I think I already have a pose for that one, so we will get started on that in just 1 second. Be right back. is... Let me... Here... Oh, that's right, okay. Okay. I don't know if this pose will work in that case. Maybe a different one. I don't know if I've already drawn it, so I can just fix it from there. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna get started on the next one here. Like I said, I already do the pose for it. We're gonna have to do a little bit of fudging with it. But let's get back to it. There we go. Yeah, I sketched this out pretty quickly last night, but I'll have to do a little bit of fixing with it. Shouldn't be too hard. There we go. Looks pretty good. Yeah, alright. But yeah, let me catch up with the chat real quick. I mean, drawing someone or something in person. Yeah, there's, excuse me, there's a lot of, it doesn't even have to be in person. There's a lot of, like websites or whatever, or just look on Google Images. Like there's infinite pose libraries and stuff. There's like, it's great. Like, let me make her butt a bit smaller. Yeah, like Disney, even Disney animators had to like even the best animators and artists, like, they still need reference, right? Some of them don't, but, you know, those people are maniacs. Kind of few and far between. Okay, I think I got it, yeah. The D&D campaign is getting a little spicy since the wizard can now summon dragon. Oh, cool. Have you heard about the D&D controversy? I just heard about this today. Wizards of the Coast, which is the company that owns D&D, and was also owned by Hasbro, they're not doing so great from what I understand, and they're really trying to figure out how to like monetize D&D by like, I guess, because the way D&D works is like other companies can make expansion packs for free, but now it's like they're going to start charging a licensing fee or something, and I think it's because they're doing a new movie, which, by the way, the trailer just dropped today. I haven't seen it, but Chris Pratt's in it. Looks interesting. Or not Chris Pratt, Chris Pine. You know, one of the white guys named Chris. I need to work on my foreshortening. Like, this looks weird. There we go. Scummy money stuff. Sad about D&D. Don't really play it. Hope nothing happens to. Yeah, I don't know. Does I guess Wizards of the Coast, they also own Magic the Gathering. Then, right? They used to own the rights to the Pokemon trading cards in America. I don't think they do anymore. Who owns Pokemon? I mean, obviously Nintendo and Game Freak and whatnot, but I forget who owns the rights to the cards. Let me look that up real quick. Yeah, it used to be Wizards of the Coast, now it is developed by Creatures, based on the Pokemon franchise. First published by Wizards of the Coast. Transfer the publishing rights from... Oh, it's just self-published now. It's owned by the Pokemon company as a whole. That's pretty cool. It's good. It's good, I guess. God, I cannot draw guns. Like, Jesus Christ. Looks so good. Oh my god, you're too kind. God, I cannot fucking draw guns. Like, Jesus. Okay, I guess that looks pretty good, actually. Just doesn't look very realistic. There we go. That looks okay. I only have a reference to this character's upper half, but I can... Yeah, okay. They kind of gave me carte blanche to do the rest. Hasbro owns D&D. Yeah, I guess they do, because they own Wizards of the Coast. Draw the BFG. No, it's just a pistol. But yeah, I guess they do own D&D. Huh. Hasbro owns a lot. I always forget how much they own. We talked about this on my last stream, when I kind of went off about Transformers. I made that a stream highlight, actually, because I thought it was really funny. But, yeah, they own quite a bit. From what I understand, because they're doing movies and stuff, they're doing more. Hold on, there's actually a list of movies they're working on. Hasbro upcoming movies. So they're doing Transformers Rise of the Beast, that's coming out this year. G.I. Joe Ever Vigilant. I guess it's a new G.I. Joe, maybe it's a reboot. Mask, which is a game, or not a game, I think it's an older toy line. Mobile Armored Strike Command. Command with a K, that's nice. What is that? I think I heard about that, hold on. Hasbro Mask. It's like an old 80s toy. M-A-S-K. Here we go. A media franchise, so it was created by Kenner, which I guess is owned by Hasbro now? Company was closed by its corporate parent. Yeah, okay. So everything Hasbro owned just kind of defaulted to Hasbro, I guess. Interesting. I heard they're making a Stretch Armstrong movie too. But anyway, then they're doing Visionaries, Knights of Magical Light, which I've never heard of. ROM Space Knight, which, that's interesting. That's actually, whoops, I almost dropped my pencil. ROM Space Knight, that's a character they created in collaboration with Marvel back in the day. I remember that. I remember hearing about that. And he was in a lot of comics back in the day and like interacted with a lot of characters. And when they introduced these characters into like the MCU or whatever, they cannot use any of the characters related to ROM Space Knight because it's they don't own him anymore. It's like Conan. Like they had the license for Conan the Barbarian and had him interact with like Thor and Hercules and whatnot, but like they can't do that anymore because they don't own the rights. What else are they doing? Transformers New Generation, Transformers Neza? What in the hell is that? And an untitled G.I. Joe spin-off. So mostly they're just doing Transformers, G.I. Joe, and then just like random little projects, and the D&D movie. That's interesting. Weird that we've talked about Hasbro movies twice in a row on my streams. Hasbro can make a D&D with MLP and Transformers. They absolutely could. And G.I. Joe. And Marvel characters, because they have the toy rights for Marvel. And Star Wars. That's why, I think, yeah, when the prequels were coming out, they're making a bunch of toys, and one of them was, like, Transformers in the shape of, like, the Millennium Falcon. There was a Millennium Falcon one that could turn into Han Solo and Chewbacca, and then there was an X-Wing one that could turn into Luke, I think. And then, I think it was the Death Star that could turn into Darth Vader. Which, very interesting that, you know, they're making episode 3, because I think that's when those all came out, was episode 3. And, you know, they're using these legacy characters, like, just admitting that they don't have any interesting characters in the current movies, so we gotta use all the legacy ones. Which, I mean, I guess they did the same thing with the sequels. It's looking pretty good. Let's get started on her face here. Hasbro could low-key make a Smash clone with where Iron Man and Optimus Prime duke it out. Well, they couldn't. But that was... Actually, I want to talk about this now. There's a game from... When was it made? It was... I think it was on PlayStation 2, I think? What was it called? Or maybe... No, it was on GameCube. Yeah. It was a Japanese-only GameCube, or PS2 and GameCube game that was a crossover between Hudson, Konami, and Takara, which are all Japanese game and toy companies. And it was called Dream Mix TV World Fighters, and it never was released outside of Japan because of licensing stuff. But it had... Who did it have? It had Optimus Prime, because that was Takara. It had Bomberman, because that was Hudson. I guess one of the kids from Beyblade, Twinbee from Konami, Snake was in it, like Solid Snake from Metal Gear. Actually, let me see here. What is this? Momotaro Densetsu? That's another reason it wasn't released outside of Japan, was because a lot of these characters, we just don't know who they are. Yeah, Momotaro Densetsu, I guess, was a Hudson game. And I guess a character from that was in it. Bomberman. I can't pronounce that. Master Higgins from Adventure Island was in it. Momotaro from Momotaro Densetsu, I guess. And Yugo from Bloody Roar, which I don't know what that is. And then from Konami, there was a Moai statue from Gradius. Simon Belmont from Castlevania, Snake and Twinbee, and Power Pro Kun from Power Pros, which is like a baseball game. And then from Takara, they had Megatron, Optimus Prime, Tyson Granger from Beyblade, a Microman character, a Lika-chan character, which I don't know what that is, and a Psy-Girls character. A lot of weird shit that I don't know, but also Optimus Prime, Solid Snake, and Bomberman and Simon Belmont, which is pretty badass. Yeah, it was never released outside. It was a Smash clone too. Bloody Roar is a fighting game. He needs to return to. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, I remember the animations of like the transformations. There's like werewolves and shit. Yeah, I remember now. Wasn't one character like a were-owl or something? I don't remember. The bunny girl was hot? I don't know. Game sounds like a kid's toy box mixed with LSD. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's on drugs. Yeah, right. Anyway, but yeah, no, it was cool. It seems like it was pretty well received, looks like. Like, it has an 80% on Google reviews. I could have sworn there was a Smash-type game that had Evangelion characters in it. Crossover. Shows, links to other series. What else? I could have frickin' sworn there was some. There was like some crossover fighting game that had Evangelion characters in it. Bots S, no. Vivid Army? No, I don't know what that is. Pop Team Epic? What? I'm sorry, what? There are minor references to Neon Genesis Evangelion in Episode 1 and 12 of Pop Team Epic. That's hilarious. Fucking love Pop Team Epic. If I can say the name correctly. I love how, I think it was Salty DK, yeah, it was him. He gaslit the internet into thinking that Pop Team Epic referenced the Princess Peach, Hey Andy meme. Which, I mean, I wholeheartedly believed that they would, or that they did. Because that seems like something weird that they would fucking do. Obsidian into a Smash clone. I wish. Well, I am working on, well, I was, not really anymore. I was working on making an Obsidian character for Rivals of Aether. I just finished the Shy Gal character I was working on, which is on Steam right now. It's in the workshop. You can download it for Rivals of Aether right now. It's pretty fucking awesome, actually. But yeah, I was thinking about making some more, but I just do not have the time to do that right now. I will at some point. It's a lot of work making a Rivals of Aether character. I feel like I made her head a bit too small here. Oops. Yeah, I just need to adjust the hairline a bit. Yeah, that's better. Much better. I made Shy Gal. I like her wonk animation. Nothing to do with hip. What hips? It's pixels. I'm pretty proud of the animations there. I've never actually done pixel animation before that, so I was pretty happy with it. I definitely could have done it better. But I'm pretty glad that I started out with such a simple character. But yeah, I'd love to do more Rivals of Aether characters. I have heard there's a sequel for Rivals coming out, but I think I don't think that's going to affect the community for like workshop characters. The sequel's going to be like in 3D. I wonder if it's going to have a character workshop too. That'd be really interesting if it did. 3D models and stuff, like, I don't know. It'd be kind of cool. It's looking pretty good. Hope you do more pixel art animations. Would it be available in commissions? Eventually. I'm not really that great with it, but if I don't really enjoy it either, to be honest. But yeah, maybe. If I get... There's an easier way for me to do it, then sure. Excuse me. I do admire people who can do pixel art, like, legit, because, like, that shit's harder than it looks. Like, it's pretty hard to, like, kind of get out of your head and, like, think, okay, so this is what that character looks like, but I have to draw them, you know, without drawing them, basically, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Yeah. Pixel art animators are fucking insane. There's this one animator who does the lewd stuff. What is his name? Bingo Torte, I think? He's a Japanese guy, and he does these really, like, interesting anatomy with his stuff. But I do like his work. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that out loud, considering some of the stuff that he's done. But yeah, he's a really good pixel artist. I recommend checking him out if you are over the age of 18, because it is very lewd. I know a few pixel guys. Name doesn't ring a bell though. Let me see if I can find some of his work that's safe for work here. Would you ever do animations as art for video games like fighting game? Abso-freaking-lutely, I'd love to. I've been wanting to get into 3D modeling for a really long time. It's I don't know, it just seems so difficult. And game design and stuff, it's like, the art stuff I'm good with, it's the coding I'm just lost. Let's not look at the Rule 34 he's done, but let's look at some of the safe for work stuff. If there is any. I'm not sure if there is. I don't trust that website. Yeah, I probably shouldn't show any of that on stream. Yeah, never mind. You can look him up for yourself. Even some of his safe work stuff is like, I'll probably get banned if I show that. Yeah, what is his name? How do you spell it again? Yeah, it's Bingo, like spelled normally, and then Torte, spelled T-O-R-T-E. So if you're interested in some lewd pixel art, he's got some interesting work. I'm a fan, I guess you could say. Who else does really good pixel art? I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult to do, and the people who can do it really well are fucking incredible. Connects and DMs later. Don't get banned. No worries. Curious how would Obsidian be like if he was in Mugen? Oh, Mugen. That'd be interesting. I was into Mugen a lot when I was a kid. For those who don't know, do people still know what Mugen is? Or is it Mugen? I don't remember, but it's, back in the day, I think it was made in 2001? 2001 or 2002, but it was a big thing for a bit. It was a fighting game engine. And very similar to Rivals of Aether. Rivals of Aether is its own game, but, Mugen was like, it was completely open source, and you could like program games like for it. Like people made their own games with it, but they also just like made characters that you could download for other games. Mostly people were like recreated characters from Street Fighter or whatever, or Mortal Kombat. Or interestingly enough, the JoJo game, like from arcades. That was some of the first JoJo memes from back in the day came from there. But yeah, it was I don't know if it's still being updated or worked on or whatever, but it was pretty big back in the day. I don't know if it's still a thing anymore. I hope it is, because it was really cool. But yeah, I was really into it as a kid. I'd love to do more Mugen stuff, however you call it. People would put like Marvel vs. Capcom characters in it, or just make their own characters. Like one of the big original characters was Ronald McDonald, who was I think he was just a reskin of Dio from like the JoJo game, Heritage for the Future. And then I remember really cool, like really well done original character was Yoko from Gurren Lagann, which I remember like playing as her in Mugen before I even know what Gurren Lagann was. I think that was the first place I'd ever seen her. But oh man, now I'm getting all reminiscent about fucking Mugen. Watch people upload. No, not mutagen. What are you talking about? Found it. Oh, you found bingo tart stuff? Tort? I don't know. Hulk versus Crit. Yeah, people. What I used to do back in the day on my old channel when I was younger, I would make like because Smash Wii U, I guess Smash 4 was just coming out, and they were doing these like character trailers. Like whenever they would drop a new trailer, they would release a new one. It was really cool. And I did like, I was kind of doing the same thing but from Mugen. Like I would download a character and then like put it to music and stuff, and it was really cool for a bit. And then I completely lost interest in it. Actually, I remember, if I remember correctly, I never really played it because it was a fighting game and I'm shit at fighting games, but I would like watch the AI fights and stuff. Like you could just pit the computers against each other. Like that was cool. There's always one character who was like programmed properly, and then like the other ones who were just programmed like as a joke. And like every character, like, there was no coherence, right? Unless they were designed by the same people, so like they would have completely different control schemes or whatnot. Yeah, Mugen was interesting though. I hope that there's still a community for it, because it's like the kind of thing is pretty cool. Open source fighting game. It doesn't really, it's not really a thing anymore. I guess Rivals of Aether, but there's a new one coming out called Fraymakers, which is kind of going to be the same thing. Like, it's going to be a really easily customizable thing. But I talked to someone who's pretty big in the Rivals community, and they said they didn't really like it, which worried me. But I'll try it at some point. I hold my own fighting games depending on the moveset and movement. Yeah, depends on the game, and like if it depends on like how long I've had it. Like, I'm pretty dang good at Smash at this point. But I'm pretty shit at Pokken Tournament. Love Pokken Tournament though. I was thinking about Pokken Tournament the other day. Like, that's what Pokemon games should look like. That's what everyone wants. Everyone complaining about Pokemon right now, that's what they want Pokemon to look like. Awesome HD style, like, that's friggin'... I don't know, it was just an interesting idea, and I wish they did more with it. The gameplay is kinda not great either. Yeah. Anybody remember Pokken Tournament? They re-released it for... Yeah, they did re-release it for the Switch, that's right. It was an arcade game at first, only in Japan, and then they released it for the Wii U, like 2 years after it had released in arcades. And then they released the Switch version. It's a Pokemon fighting game. For those who have no idea what I'm talking about. Interesting, like, such a weird idea to like, because it's made by Namco, the guys who make Tekken, so it's a play on Pokemon and Tekken. But like, they could have just called it Pokemon Tournament. Well, I actually know, because that sounds like Pokemon Coliseum or Battle Revolution. I don't know. There's better names for it, I think. They don't have to be too cute with the naming conventions. But I remember Shadow Mewtwo was in it. They like made up a new version of Mewtwo for it, and it was really cool. Pokemon but Tekken, basically. Exactly, yeah. But it wasn't. It wasn't though. It was like it kind of played like Tekken, but not really. Like, it was an arena fighter, kind of like I don't know, those anime games that Namco makes. But then, like, if you hit your opponent a certain way, it goes back to like a typical 2D like side view, I guess. And then, depending on like the movesets change then, and then you go back to, like, you switch between different views. Like, you didn't notice if I had money on commission. That's perfectly fine. I do appreciate it. Everyone seems to be broke right now, which is understandable. Things are getting more expensive and whatnot. It was just the holidays. This month has not been the best for commissions for me, if I'm being honest. Luckily, like, I'm doing alright. I was fortunate enough to actually just got a payment from YouTube too. I didn't realize I had made any money this month or last month with YouTube, but I guess I did. Like, I'm fortunate enough that I'm doing okay, but I'm kind of dipping into my savings a bit, which I don't normally like to do. But I mean, I'm okay. Like, I'm hoping that next month is a little better. Plus, it's given me a chance to get through some commissions, which is I desperately needed to do, because I fell behind pretty fast. And like way behind, like it was bad. I know Beats in a fighting game she's gonna give it. Oh yeah. And I was thinking about the other day, like, if because sometimes like fighting games will do crossovers and whatnot, but with characters who aren't from fighting games. Like Mortal Kombat does that a lot. Like, they had the Joker in the last one, and a lot of characters in the last one. I liked that. I thought that was cool, but I know Mortal Kombat fans really didn't like that. But yeah, it had, who did it have? It had the Ninja Turtles. That was fucking cool. No, that was Injustice. That's right. Injustice is awesome though. Like I don't like the storyline of the Injustice games, but I dig the gameplay and some of the character design. Some of them not so much. Injustice 2 Joker specifically, like he was trying to be like Jared Leto and Heath Ledger, and it just like looked weird. He had like an open shirt. Yeah, I do dig the gameplay of Injustice, and I think that the crossover characters for it were really cool. Really liked seeing the Ninja Turtles, that was awesome. But yeah, Mortal Kombat had RoboCop, Terminator, Captain Kirk, Darth Vader. No, I wish. But, who else did it have? Oh, Rambo was in it? Ooh. Sorry, just cracking my knuckles. Oh yeah, Spawn. I forgot. That was a big deal. The Joker was in it. That was pretty cool. I like that design for the Joker too. It's pretty classic. I miss just classic Joker. Like, everyone has to do so. I was talking to my buddy Dove about this the other day. I love Heath Ledger's Joker, but I hate it because I think it ruined the Joker forever. Because we're never just going to see the classic Joker in movies again. Just a dude with lipstick. Like, we're not going to see that again. They gotta be creepy and weird. I guess Joaquin Phoenix, but even he was like a little... He was all damaged and whatnot, but we're never just gonna see just a classic looking, comic accurate, like Cesar Romero, Mark Hamill Joker. We're never gonna see that again. Because of Heath Ledger. He ruined it. He ruined it for everyone, because we all gotta try something different now. Like that awful Joker. I think Barry Keoghan was the Joker in The Batman. I'm glad they cut his scene, because Jesus Christ, it looked terrible. I remember me and my dad saw it, and they kept him like in, there was like a silhouette, and you just like heard his voice while he's talking, and you hear him laugh. And I remember thinking like, just come on, really? We can do a Batman story without the Joker. Like, alright, the Riddler, cool, I like the Riddler. That's fine. Batman has other villains, you know? It's like in the 2010s when everyone was using Venom for Spider-Man. It's like, he has other bad guys, you know? Like, I like Venom, believe me, I freaking love Venom, but like, it seemed like he was just everywhere for a while. Like Avi Arad strong-armed Sam Raimi into putting him in Spider-Man 3. Most Jokers are going for the realistic face painted thing. Oh, no, it's not. They're not in the movies, not anymore. Like Jared Leto just looks weird. I kind of dug what Jared Leto was going for, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't think it worked, and I don't like the performance, but I dug what he was going for, where he's just a fucking weirdo. Like, I think that's as close as we're gonna get to classic Joker in film anytime soon. And I guess Lego Joker. Like, that's what I want to see in live action. I want to see just a weirdo in clown makeup. I'm back. What'd I miss? Not much. Just ranted about video games and the Joker. Injustice has a damn zoning problem. Combos are fun. I mean, I just like it for the fan service, to be honest. I play most fighting games for the fan service. I don't really care about the gameplay. I know that makes me weird, but I'm not good at fighting games, so that's as much as I can get out of them. It's looking pretty good. There's a symbol on the front of the hoodie. Don't have to draw the whole thing, but I'll do a little bit of it. Whew. You mean fan service and making whatever characters you want fight each other, or do you want fan service in the other? You know what I mean. I like seeing cool characters. I love guest characters in fighting games. That's why I like... I get why people complain about the new Mortal Kombat, like I said, but I really dig the guest characters and stuff in it. I think it's cool. But I completely understand why people don't like it. That's a little better. That looks pretty good. All right, and I think we're done. Oh, not quite. Let me do a little detail in here. What I miss? Oh, not much. Just me talking about fighting games that I'm bad at. Oops. I'm almost done here anyway. That'll do it. I think we're good. All right. My December Patron drawings are all done. Time to get started on January's. Anyway, that will do it for today's stream. It was a bit of a shorter one. Well, still an hour, 20 minutes. But I was expecting you a bit shorter, actually. Do you draw traditionally at all, paper and pencil? I used to. What type of pencil do I like? I just use like boring ass mechanical pencils, honestly. I've never understood the whole... I guess if you're like a proper sketch artist, then you'd need that, but like if you're just doing little doodles or whatever, like just get a freaking dollar store pencil, not a big deal. Most art supplies that you can... most art supplies from like the dollar store, perfectly fine. I'm like blowing the lid off the whole art supplies thing. Get your shit at the dollar store. It's perfectly fine. Anyway, that'll be it for today's stream. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are amazing. BRB, there we go. But yeah, that will be it for today. Thank you guys once again for coming out and watching me. Love the support. As I always say, be good to yourselves, be good to others, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, before you go, you can buy the third chapter of my book on obsidianblaze.thecomicseries.com. You can buy my comic book. Anyway, bye-bye.